Hello, hello, it's Kevin here. Back to talk about our artificial friends once again. Now, this one is Copilot. So if you've seen the last video or two, you know we were talking about ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, yeah? This is Copilot. So, as I've mentioned before, and I won't say it again, our artificial friends are good for certain things. Grammar and vocab. Some are better than others. Watch the previous videos to see what I have to say. But as always, the human element, the personal touch, is important to get it right. Your artificial friend, it cannot correctly interpret the OET criteria. As I said in previous episodes, you can see just what I mean. Now this, actually, for a change, Copilot is not bad. It spotted something in the author's original and it corrected it. So let's take a look. Now the original is this one here. Okay, I'll put it on the screen. Okay. So, referring Mr. Pollis, experiencing my back pain. So we've got some grammar here. Who has been experiencing and requesting, right? Who is that? Who's requesting? I'm writing to request. So, anyway, so that purpose is not good. Now, what they've done here, they've put today's visit as paragraph 2. Now, as I mentioned in videos before, only if it's urgent is today's episode, today's visit, paragraph 2. If it's not urgent, it's not paragraph 2, right? So this should be a simple chronology. So if you think about it, purpose first, I'm writing to request your blah, 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 blah. Why? Because visit, this happened, and visit. Because of all this, can you do as I'm asking you to? Okay, pretty straightforward, yeah? So, there's some minor grammar stuff here and some vocab, but if we look at Copilots, actually, it's not too bad. Now, the only thing that Copilot hasn't done correctly, which we'll come on to when I show you my human prompted ChatGPT version, if you look at that purpose, you've got name, age, occupation. We don't really need the occupation unless it's directly relevant to the condition or circumstances. So we don't really need that. And it's got the appreciate, which we usually put at the bottom. So the criteria says, do, your purpose, who, why, what, and then at the bottom, expand sufficiently. Okay. So that's the only thing that Copilot has not quite got. Everything else is good. We've got the chronology, this, but we haven't got the purpose restated at the bottom, and it's a bit clunky at the start. Okay. Now, where's my Copilot human edited version? So you can see here, I changed it and requesting and to request MRI and advice regarding possible surgical intervention. So slightly more clinical language in in Copilot's version and in chats. Okay, possible surgical intervention, but it's fixed the grammar. But as you see, Copilot's version, it's got all that stuff. I would appreciate your advice. You don't, you know. Now, original, today's visit. Okay, so Copilot does it chronologically. Severe lower back pain of 2 days duration, which it misses out, and the original has, but it's in the wrong order. Okay, at review, pain had worsened with radiation, had intensified, extended. So pretty similar, but mainly it's the closing. It doesn't restate the paragraph. Sorry, it doesn't restate the purpose. It doesn't say what it is. Can you do this or this or this or that? Yeah. So that aside, that clunky purpose, That's basically it. Now, what you can do, if you want to get it like this, you need your own prompt. Now, I'll put this on the screen. So, what you do, you copy paste this every time. Now, I use Chat. I've got the Pro version, which I have to pay for. I've got Super Grok, which I have to pay for. I've got all the latest beta versions. If you're using the free versions, which you probably are because you don't really need the Pro versions, I do because I'm using it all the time for many different tasks. So because mine has a memory, I don't have to put this prompt in. Oh, the sun is bright. Let me close that off. So I don't have to reprompt it every single time. You might have to do though. So new chat, new prompt, copy paste your writing. Now you can use this for IELTS, OET and TOEFL. This is multi-purpose. But you have to make sure that you put whichever IELTS, OET or TOEFL, put the writing criteria in. So you can drop the PDF in if it'll read it, copy paste the text from the PDF. So it'll give you something, grammar and vocab. It may or may not be correct for the scoring. That's when you need to, as I mentioned, you need to know your subject, which obviously I do. So if you don't, you might need to put the criteria in and then drop in your prompt. Yeah. So you drop in your prompts. You are exam writing assessor. Your job is to take a learner's writing prompt, deliver in one pass with official blah, 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 scoring framework, whichever one applies. IELTS, OET, TOEFL, output format. Okay, so it's kind of long, but if you want to get it right, you've got to do it. If you want, I'll put a link to where you can download this. I'll put it on my learning management system. You can download it, and you can try it for yourself. Actually, it does work because I just sent this to one of my students. Hang on a sec, I'll show you. Let me get it and I'll come back. So this is what she sent me. I said, is it working? She said yes. There you go. I gave her that prompt and she's copied it word for word. She's put in hers. There you go. It's got there. Add the subject to a parallel structure. I request, add his review. But all it's done though, it's changed, grammar vocab, but it hasn't corrected the organization. But still, again, this is why you have to prompt it, right? When I do this stuff, I have to give these iterative kind of prompts. Even using that, I have to say, right, what about this? What about that? Change this. That's not what it says. OET says this. IELTS says that, etc. But as I keep saying, you can use them for certain things. Certain things they'll serve you fine. They'll be okay. But again, you need to send it to me. Send the original. Send the corrected one. Don't send me every single thing. Send me yours. Send me theirs, or send me this 3-column markup. I'll take a look at it and I'll say, right, is that correct for OET? Is that correct for IELTS? Is that correct for TOEFL, etc. Anyway, so I hope that helps. That prompt, say I'll put it on my learning management system. I'll put a link below on YouTube, and see you later. Bye for now.